Dave Olson says, last question. Yeah, I'll believe that when I see it, Dave. Dave's always kicking out great questions. If you weren't following the news, would you have noticed the government shutdown affecting your life? Actually, no. I wouldn't. And that's what they fear. You remember the sequester? You may remember the sequester. A few months ago, airplanes were being prevented from landing at airports because of the sequester. Anyway, the thing is, no. And what really is really hurting us is the fact that they're hurting us. That's what this administration is doing, and what the entire government is doing. They know they're being threatened now. They're being threatened with actual real cuts, and the idea that they can't spend forever is really disturbing to them. I said earlier I said earlier that it is an addict. The government is and Obama are addicts, and now the addicts know that somebody's on to their spending. And so basically what they're doing is we've cut up their credit cards, and so they've said, well, if you're going to cut up our credit cards, then we're going to smash all your China. And that's what they're doing. They're smashing the China. When they're blocking people from going things like the Lincoln Memorial, which is a wide open structure, when they're blocking people from getting into those things, then and the World War II Memorial, you're putting up barricades to prevent people from walking in open air space, then it's pretty clear what's happening is the government is saying to the American people, you will take a knee to us. You will take a knee to us because we will make things so painful for you that you won't threaten our iron rice bowl anymore. And that's what they're doing. They're making it painful. They're not cutting the assistant deputy undersecretary to the chairman of the redevelopment board. They are cutting essential services to make us pay so that we'll bend our knee. So, there you go. And of all the things I see this administration do, these are the things that make me the angriest. They punish the American people for disagreeing with them. They punish them. They go out of their way to punish them. They're trying to. I heard they were trying to close like Mount Vernon, which is privately owned. No one's going to have any more vacations as long as you shut down the government. See, that's what they really have to do. It's not just what they're trying to do, it's what they have to do. They have to convince the American people that if the government shuts down, the world's going to end. And if the world doesn't end and the government is shut down, then they're finished. So they'll keep turning up the pain. We'll start seeing some air traffic delays soon. We'll start hearing threats about, oh, we almost had a plane crash because we didn't have enough controllers on strike. They're gonna trot everything out. They'll start talking about, well, it looks like we're not going to be able to put any ammunition in those rifles that we're going to send into combat in Syria. And geez, it's a real shame that we had to scuttle those carrier groups, but we can't fuel them and stuff. So what they're really going to try and do is they're going to try and make you think that that if the government shuts down, the world's going to end. And so far it hasn't, and this terrifies them enormously, because if it turns out that the American people don't really notice a government shutdown, then, Lucy, you've got some splaining to do. So there.